from this, make it in. I feel it deep within, it's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster.
Welcome to our podcast. We're Herluf, Dinand,
Good
and Dean.
morning.
And
Morning.
we're going
We're
to
gonna talk a bit about Blade Runner, or should I say, Do Androids Dream of Electrical Sheep?
it's a book by Philip K. Dick, written in 1970.
1962.
Oh, 1962. So the
Yeah,
contemporary age.
And it fits really well within the theme of the contemporary age,
Yeah.
because the whole setting is just post-nuclear war, and like the fear of technology is really prominent in the book.
Yeah, you can really see that because, well, you've probably not read Do Android Dream of Electric Sheep, but in short, it's a book that, the plot is that a guy is a Blade Runner called Philip K. Dick, and he has to
That's right. That's right.
prosecute.
Remember
Oh,
Rick
fuck
Deckard.
yeah. Rick Deckard
Rick
is
Deckard,
is the is the
Main
main
character.
protagonist. And he's a Blade Runner, and what that means is that he has to prosecute and eliminate or retire androids, and androids are are
Humanoid
robots.
robots
Yeah, okay.
that would serve as slaves on Mars, and then kill their owners and flee to Earth in hope of a better and free life. But they often don't blend in society very well and just become retired by a Blade Runner.
And they
Who makes a living
yeah,
that way.
they can detect a android by using a certain test which acts upon emotions, because the difference
It
between
measures,
humans and androids is that androids can display emotions very well and humans can.
so the what Kampf test, I
Void-
believe
yeah,
it's
Void
pronounced. It measures pupil dilatation or dilation when the subject is shown pictures of animals and asked questions about it, or about killing animals, which is really a great taboo in the society, because taking care of an animal is often seen as moral and something every human being should do if they still have their humanity.
Yeah,
But that's also because of the Earth's state that's so damaged that most animals are extinct. So they want to take care of
that's
the
true
animals,
as well.
and
Yeah.
at the time, having an real live animals, so just an android, it meant that you had a certain status. It showed more richness and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's used as the
wealth.
status symbol, and as well,
Yeah.
both status in that you have wealth, but also in that you can care for an animal, so that you have a certain emotional status.
Value.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still hold your values towards Earth, which
Mhm.
is left behind by people who were good enough to evacuate to Mars.
Yeah, that's also
And
true.
only-
Earth is
only
basically
the
just
chicken
rejects.
heads are
Yeah.
left behind.
And well, animals are very prominent indeed.
Yeah,
And
big
Especially because the book also shows that how the rich people are able to buy alive animals, and then the poor people or less wealthy people still want to buy a animal because of the status and because of the state that the world is in at the moment. They only buy electric sheep and that kind of stuff, artificial
Yeah.
animal.
Yeah,
you can't afford like a really good animal like an ostrich or a horse. You buy an electric version of it, so people would outsiders would never notice. Like a passenger walking by would never see the difference. Only the owner, who gets real close to the animal, or electric animal, should I say, really notices the difference. And that's what the title really explains. Like, do androids dream of electrical sheep? Just means that do androids have the same dreams as humans? That's what is that why they flee to Earth, and do
Yeah.
they also want to care for something? Something.
Yeah, and I also wanted to talk about the contemporary age, because that's the
Mhm.
time where Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep was written in. And you can really see that it's a book written in the contemporary age because they're very fearful of technology. First of all, yeah, it's a post-nuclear world where nuke war happened and basically destroyed the Earth, so that's also very contemporary age.
Yeah.
But also the fear of those androids who come to Earth, and people are quite fearful of them. Well, that's not entirely true though, because the company who builds the androids wants them dead, but the general public doesn't know that androids do come to Earth, and that's very interesting to
Yeah.
me.
It's not supposed to be available for the public. Kind of
Yeah.
information.
Yeah, but
Do you guys think that we'll ever come to a level wherein we will get like those androids, as in the book, that can basically do stuff for us and basically are clones of us?
I mean, I
Well-
think it's already like starting to happen with ChatGPT now. Like,
Yeah.
taking over schoolwork and that kind of stuff, and there are also like other AI models that can actually have a proper conversation, and there have been some robots now that can show emotions. So
Mhm.
I think it just takes one big company and an actual need for the robots, and then
Yeah, but the robots
we can have them
were
in
the
like
book,
5 years.
they were a reward for people who got selected to go to the colonies on Mars.
Yeah,
It was really a market for it. It was a gift from the
It was for the
from
rebuilding of
the
society.
government. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a
Like-
gift from the government, right?
I'm
Yeah.
not sure, but yeah, it could be right.
Yeah,
It
well,
it was a
governments-
gift. That's
Yeah.
fact. But do you see that as a good thing, that we're slowly developing into a world that is capable of building near human machines?
well, I think
Well,
it's not
it's-
necessarily with like right now we have the technology to already do it. So it's just the need.
I
Quite.
disagree. It's
Yeah, not quite. We don't have
No,
technology.
yeah.
Technology. But it's
No, but,
probably
like,
inevitable, right? Because humans always work for an easier life and better life. So like a robot slave would take care of us, cook dinner for us, and perhaps
Mhm.
even go to work for us. We wouldn't have to do anything. And that's the reason why, like 300 years ago, we got slaves in the first place. Not
Yeah,
only 300
fact.
years ago, but in the entire existence of humans, we have slaves. Even now, we have in Asia little
Yeah.
children building,
That's true. That's
crafting
true.
our shoes. So
Yeah.
if we
Yeah.
could replace those children with androids, it would be a lot better for them. They could go to school and
true.
stuff.
But you still get those rejects on Earth. I think it's just something
There are
Sadly,
always,
something
there are always gonna be
human.
rejects.
that there
Yeah.
are always people who will actively put other people down if it means that they can benefit from it.
Yeah.
But do you think
Also-
that it's moral to have near human machines work as slaves for us, or is it too much human to
Mm.
say, oh, you're just a machine, so work for
Well,
us?
like right now we don't need it, but like just like how in the book the robot slaves, they work on different planets, just like what we like need when we have to go to Mars. We can't just go there and build our own thing. We need something to build like a habitat, and
Yeah, that's true. I get the
That's what-
need for those machines, but is it moral to use them?
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but like
So
it depends on situations, I think,
Yeah.
because like
no, in the book, the androids do not have some nerves or compassion capability like humans do. They cannot see why it's bad to kill a spider, and
Yeah.
because there are only so few of them left, and why to care for another. Because when androids flee, they flee in groups. With when a bounty hunter has their trail, they'll only fight for themselves. They
Yeah.
will even give up other comrades just for the sake of themselves.
yeah,
So, does that put them aside from humans? And if so, then it would probably be moral to use them, right? Because they don't have the same feelings as we do.
Mhm.
That's the whole
true.
question of the book. Do they?
But I think that there's a boundary, a certain boundary, that does get crossed in the book that makes it immoral for me, and that's giving those androids memories, because even though they're not
Fake
capable
memories.
of feeling compassion, you do give them memories, and they do get a certain feeling of those memories. So you can give them a certain set of emotions, even though they're
it's a certain feeling of authenticity.
yeah, that's
But
true.
that's a fake feeling.
Mhm.
So yeah, maybe if we would leave that out, but
Yeah,
well, how would you else teach them how to speak without giving them memories of people speaking to
yeah,
them, or
that's true. Maybe it's possible
just for
just to give them
learning
like
sake?
speech and stuff. That you give them memory just to, yeah.
But like
so
we
they'll-
don't
Well,
need
you could just create like a file with all the things they need to know and just put in every single one of them,
Mhm. Yeah.
and then you have the same kind of person, robot
Yeah.
ish for everyone. But they also sleep with the robots in the book, so I don't know how we
Yeah,
would
that's-
regulate
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the androids were used for, because if I read it correctly, they
Just
were
made it, right?
personalized to you. Like each person could get their own android, and they could be to an extent personalized to fit you better. And then it's just, yeah, what would you use that android for? Because yeah, if you would use it sexually, I do think that a fucking android
Yeah, that
that
would
can
have
only
huge
speak is a bit.
consequences in society.
That's not what people want. Yeah.
But yeah. Hey, what is the time actually? Because we
Yeah, I
have
think-
to-
I'll give it a quick look.
Yeah.
We've been recording for 20 minutes.
Yeah. I
All
thought
right.
so, okay.
Okay. I think that we should wrap
Let's
it up then.
hit the button here. Thank you for listening to
Yeah.
our
Yeah, thank you so much.
podcast.
Maybe we'll shorten it up a bit, because 20 minutes is
We
quite
will
long.
have to shorten it up a bit.
Yeah.
so
Okay.
there will
So
be some cuts.
we'll make some cuts, and this is
Yeah.
It won't be 20 minutes long. You can be super
Don't
fat.
worry, don't worry.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay,
Goodbye.
bye.